Okay, everybody, here we are. We are going to do a cold weather range video. I took a screenshot of my Trip 1. I got in the truck. It's fully charged. It says it can go 310 kilometers. Now, am I going to be able to do this in one day? Absolutely not. I'm going to be filming this over 3 or 4 days. But as it stands right now, as you can see, my window is kind of iced up a little bit because I did do the remote start thingy, and then it was a while. One of the glitches, as you can see, it's minus 15 outside. It was a little colder than that, but it's warmed up a little bit. Light snow. I just want to do a cold video, okay? Just want to do it when it's cold. I don't want wind and I don't want snow. The truck handles snow like there's no snow. It is the best handling of an F-150 I have ever seen. So if you're worried about handling in the snow, don't worry about it. It just doesn't matter. It's about the cold and how far are we going to go. And I think the 310, because the computer has been, the weather's been terrible for the November and beginning of December. Normally it's a little nicer than this. This has been terrible. I mean, high temperatures of minus 10, like minus 12 maybe. 18,626 at the start of this video. I should be able to get another 300 kilometers an hour range, but here we are. I'm talking and I'm already down to 309. So it's going down, heater's on. But let's turn the fan up to number 5. I don't want to be cold, and I got my heat warmer on. Holy man, that seat's hot. Heated steering wheel, number 1. Make sure you get that heated steering wheel. If they try and sell you one of these trucks without a heated steering wheel and you live where it goes below 0, don't buy it. Just my opinion. Don't buy it. You need that heated steering wheel. You absolutely need it, and there's a reason for it. So let's get out on the road and see what we're gonna get. Okay, 264. We averaged 42 kilowatt hours per 100. We've been driving for 44 minutes. We've gone almost 40 kilometers. So that would be 304. And we started at 309 because I sat there and talked for a while. But that's given us a pretty good idea. I got to make a stop here and start all over again and see what happens. And it's starting to get really windy, so I might have to wait for it to calm down and head back out at 3 o'clock in the morning or something. But anyways, we'll get this cold weather for you, because it's cold outside. Hey, here we are, trek number 2. We're at minus 16 on the truck, minus 19 on my phone. So it's somewhere around there. Very cold last night. I was going to go out at minus 25. But you know, driving around at 2 o'clock in the morning, minus 25 is just a little too crazy for me. So here we are. I just zeroed it out. It says 303 kilometers. I did the pre-start with the app on my phone for 10 minutes, and now I'm in the truck, so let's see how we do. Here we are driving around. It's now minus 20, and it's snowy, but it is sunny. Woohoo! Let's see what kind of mileage we're going to get out of this. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, here we are. We have quite the trek we got to take today. I zeroed out the triple meter. We're starting with 305 kilometers of range. It is minus 23. But where we're going to is apparently minus 32, not counting the wind. But blue skies today and very little wind. So this cold range will actually be about the cold. So let's get on the road. Okay, everybody, I've made it halfway. Very nice that it's not minus 32 here today. The wind's starting to pick up, which is disappointing. I was really hoping for this little highway trek, because I might do a city one. Cold lightning traveling. So what do we got? Well, there's a very interesting thing. Now, I just did get an email saying I should reset my mile calculation so the truck will do a better job. But here's the thing. So, you know, we're up to minus 17, which is nice. And I've gone 180.3 kilometers. I've used 44 kilowatts per 100. And I got 130. But it says I can only go 83 kilometers. But, oh yeah, I'm started. So, but if I go like this to calm screen, because this is the only way to know the percentage of the battery is to do this. I have 39% battery. I can guarantee you, if I run this down to 0, which I am not going to do, but if I did, I will definitely go more than 83 kilometers. How do I know this? Well, let's go back. If I've got 40% battery and I've gone 180 kilometers, just do the math. I'm going to go 160. Well, 155. Just doing it in my head here. So I have more battery than what it's telling me to go. So how far can I really go? And this is one of the problems with electric trucks. Or I should say, with electric vehicles as a whole. So the sun is low on the horizon, and I got a few more places to go. But I just wanted to recap. By the time... So if you take the 180 and you add the 83, you're at 263. But I know I'm going to get 300. If I ran it down to 10%, I'll get 300, no problem. So minus 20, a little bit of a breeze, minus 30, you're going to get 300 kilometers out of this truck. You absolutely will. But it won't tell you that. And you're going to have to get used to this. And this is why they created range anxiety. Now, if there was DC fast chargers every 100 kilometers, I wouldn't care. I would plug in. I'd go, oh, I got 15% battery, I'll plug in. I'd have lots of them to plug into, but they're not. There are none. There's only one, and it is out of my way by 30 kilometers. So I'm not going to do that. So I'm going to have to settle on a 50 kilowatt charger to bounce me up a little bit to get me where I need to go. Because just in case there's a massive accident in minus 20 degree weather and I get stuck in traffic for 4 hours, I don't want the truck to die. And that's the one thing that stops people from buying these. It's unfortunate, but like I always like to say, you can be part of the new technology, or you can wait until everyone's part of the new technology. Even the staunchest dumb phone people out there all have smartphones now. You got no choice. And they love them, but they won't say they will. As you can see, 46 kilometers of range, 24% battery. Let's go back to the other one. I'm at 221 kilometers now. It said I could only go 80. I've gone 40. So, this is a little bit of a problem. But, we all got brains. We just have to figure out the math. But I am in Innisfil, and I do need some juice to get home. So thank you for tuning into this cold highway video. And it is cold. I mean, just look at the sun. It doesn't even... Where is it? There it is. Doesn't even really want to come through. And I gotta be telling you, it's not cloudy. That's ice fog and stuff. That's right, the cold weather traveling is over. After driving around for all those kilometers in that freezing cold weather, I can clearly tell you, I'm going to take my glasses off here because of the shine. How did it do? Well, this little recap is to let you know we're going to average 44 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers. Simple as that. There I had some 42s, I had some 41s, I had some 43s, but mostly 44. That's going down the highway at 115 kilometers an hour, 110, 115, depending on traffic, because it got pretty heavy there for a while. Sometimes it was down to 108. But for the most part, I averaged 115 kilometers an hour. Had to make a couple stops along the way, stuff like that. Just normal highway driving off the highway, make a stop, come back out, that kind of a thing. So I averaged 44 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers. You got a 130 kilowatt hour battery? Do the math, that works out to 296 kilometers. No problem. I've done it 3 times now. I'm almost 20,000 kilometers on my truck. And I can clearly tell you in that 20,000 kilometer range, that's what you're going to get. So one of the things in this recap I want to talk about is range anxiety that people get. I have had an electric vehicle since 2007. My first one was a Ford Focus EV. Great little car. I really wish they made that go 600 kilometers on a charge. They probably could have had that by now if they kept doing it. It would have been fantastic. Okay? Fantastic. But they stopped making it. Now we got the Lightning. And the Lightning is a fantastic EV. You cannot beat it. There's nothing on the road as good as it, as far as I'm concerned. Know where your charging stations are though. So if you're going to push it to 300, because you will get 300 in minus 25 with the heater on, traveling down the road. You just will. It doesn't matter how many people you got in there. You're going to get that range. So when you start getting down, and as I put in the video, 25% battery, only 60 kilometers. Well, you know 25% battery is going to go longer than that. And once you get used to it, you'll know. And the computer might adjust, you know, they do an over-the-air update, something like that, who knows. But you're going to know I can get that range. So where's the next charging station? Because a lot of people complain about this. I don't complain about it. I just look at it as, I got to know where my charging station is, so I got to spend a little time. When I drive my gas-powered truck, who cares? There's stations everywhere. Electric charging stations? Not very many. Simple as that. So plan it and you'll have no problems. If you live in an area that has lots of charging, you got it great. I live in an area that has 0 charging stations. I mean, to try and find one is hard. And I use the same one all the time now. I make my treks so I can use that. Sometimes there's someone using it. There's only one. I gotta wait. Isn't that terrible? But that's the way it is. And I'm sure when you got a Model T in 1908 that only went about 20 to 40 miles, okay, that's as far as it went. And then you had to go and jerry cans and buy gas and haul it back to your car because there were no stations when that thing came out. We're repeating ourselves. Isn't that funny? The electric car market is repeating themselves. It's like we didn't learn anything. But for you people out there are wondering, I live in a cold climate, what am I going to get? That's what you're going to get. 300 kilometers at 115 kilometers an hour. You got a lead foot, you ain't getting that far. You got a soft foot, and you're like driving down the highway at 100, you're going to go further. Just like a gas-powered car. And this is what people forget. You have it hammered and you're driving a diesel and you got it hammered all the way down the highway. You're not going to go near as far as you would if you were doing the speed limit. And you know it. But, you know, hey, it's how it is. So thank you very much for tuning in. I hope this 300 kilometer range, I've done this enough times now that I'm pretty confident I can get that. I'll have a few percentages left, so it depends where the station is. And you can plan for it. And as more DC fast chargers get installed, it'll be easier and easier and easier. Have yourself a great week, a great weekend. I hope it's not minus 25 like it is here. And don't tell anyone. But the goofy weather people have said a Chinook is coming. And we just might get up to 0. That's not a Chinook, that's just a warmer trend. A Chinook would mean we get up to 15 or 20 degrees, and that would just be awesome. Have yourself a great week, and I'll see you in the future.